You know some Christian-y phrases that just drive me insane? Let go and let God. When people say, Jesus, take the wheel, or faith over fear. I know that these are well-meaning ideas, but they can seem at times dismissive and vapid, right? I think many people are told that if they make the choice to follow Jesus, that everything will be okay, only to later find out that's not true, right? At least not in the way that we want it to be true. And when that inevitably happens, when life gets hard and when we bump up against the suffering and hardship that just come with living in a broken world, I run into so many people who think it's because they're doing something wrong or something's wrong with them. They must not be doing this whole letting go and letting God thing right. I think we can often pursue faith for the wrong reasons, right? We can be sold this idea that being a Christian or going to church is just a self-help tool, right? Another way to improve or enjoy our lives more. And while that's certainly not completely untrue, it's short-sighted and it's shallow. Faith is not going to make your life more comfortable. Think of Aslan from The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe, which, by the way, if your childhood did not include this book, do yourself a favor and read it, because it holds up. It's great. Aslan, the lion, represents Christ in these stories. But he's not tame. He isn't safe. He's dangerous. But he is good. Or think about the first followers of Jesus, his closest friends. None of them lived an easy or comfortable life after meeting Jesus. That's not because they weren't letting Jesus take the wheel. It's not because they were doing something wrong. It's because they were shining light in the darkness. Faith isn't about making your life easy or less dangerous or ensuring everything turns out in your plan. It's about trusting in something greater, something good, even when the path is unclear or filled with challenges. Christianity at its core is not a promise of comfort or success. It's an invitation. It's an invitation to walk with God through all of life's complexities, not around them. To find peace, not in the absence of trouble, but in the midst of them, in the presence of divine love. So when, not if, when, you run into hardships and you face challenges and suffering and pain, don't be afraid. It doesn't necessarily mean you're doing anything wrong. It doesn't mean that there's something wrong with you. It could very well mean that you're doing exactly what you should be doing, because following Christ is dangerous. But he is good. I think this is the true heart behind those Christian-y phrases like faith over fear, let go and let God. They're short prayers saying, even as hard as things are right now, God, I'm continuing to trust in your goodness.
That's great.